Hi everyone, my name is Mark and I'm a computer science student. I like Java and this is the program I normally develop most of my apps in, Android apps, serverless apps, desktop apps, because I like the language because it's cross-platform. Well, why I'm making a video today is that I've been trying to search on YouTube on how to use the keyword static, and guess what? I've found out so many people are not explaining the way it's supposed to be used rightly. People are using this word, but then they're not explaining what it does. And for any other new developers out there, I'm pretty sure you would want to understand what's the use of this word. Why should I care about it? So without further ado, let's set up a project and get to know what works, what does not work. Okay, here's my, I'm gonna set up and guess what? No, I have my test project around here. I'm just gonna set up a new class and I'm gonna call it using static. Let's see, I'm gonna let it have make from here a method because I'm lazy. Okay, so we're having a project here, right? Normally when you're setting up your projects, you would basically declare variables, just like we have x, let's say x is equal to 5, right? And then we would have y is equal to, let's say, 6. I like those numbers because they're neighbors and they're friends. Okay, so if you want to have, remember, these are all global variables, right? I like commenting because I want all of you guys to understand what's going on. Okay, those are global variables. If we intend to print them, I like this shortcut. By the way, I'm using Eclipse and that's the shortcut for printing out anything. Okay, normally if you want to print out x, you would say x in quotes because this is what you want to be printed to the user or to the console. X is let's say okay, keep it simple, x, right? Then I would want to print y in quotes. Y is, let me add on something like that, y is a global variable. Okay, then concatenate y. Okay, this is normally how every starter beginner would declare variables, local variables inside a method. And guess what? That's right, that's correct. If we try to print this out, boom, there we have it. But if you intend to use x as a global variable, remember, when do we use global variables? We use global variables when we want to reuse the same variable over and over in other different methods without declaring x again and again, because that could be tiresome. As a programmer, always look forward to make your life easy. That's why I like being lazy sometimes. So this is what I would do if I want x to be a global variable. Okay, I would take this and then print it out here. Basically, that's how we declare global variables. Okay, global variables. Okay, guess what? As soon as I took out the x from being a local variable to a global variable, remember, I'm sorry, I took it from being a local variable to a global variable. Eclipse or Java knew, it check marked this, like, hey, What is going on? See, it says cannot make a static reference to a non-static field. It's already getting it that, hey, you know what, this is a static field. That's how the keyword static comes in. How do we use it? You need to type in static. Okay? Or if you don't do that, you could still be lazy. Java Eclipse is gonna do that for you. But before all that, let's try to print it without the static keyword. It knows there is an error. And it's gonna talk about all that stuff over there. I'm not gonna go into that. So, what is going on? This is how the static keyword comes in. Okay? Hold on. Static. Okay. So, what is the use of this word? Static keyword is trying to tell the using class that, hey, this variable X belongs to you. If we don't add this, whenever we are trying to compile the program, Java is not gonna identify X. Yes, it belongs in that class, but it's a field. It's not known yet. So whenever we use the word keyword, we are trying to tell the class that, hey, this variable belongs to you. If you want to understand, I know that could be a lot to understand, but hey, guess what? There's an easier way to understand it. These methods that we declare, the first methods that are always declared for us, always have this static keyword. Ask yourself, why does it even exist? Why? Because Java is understanding the fact that this method belongs to you. If we took out this, let's see what happens. There's gonna be another error. Okay, let's first let me try to take that out. Give it a benefit of doubt, see what happens. Oops, the main method is not static in the class. That's the best way to understand this, right? So if you're telling the class, whenever you're declaring a new or a main method, if you're telling the class that, hey, you're having this as your main method, you're telling the class that, hey, this method belongs to you. So why don't you tell it that, hey, this variable belongs to you? The error is gonna go away. And then guess what? Boom! There we go. It's cleared. So how do you want to understand static? Always think of it this way. Static, you're literally telling the class that, hey, this method belongs to you. Hey, this variable belongs to you. Static. As simple as that. I hope this made sense to you. I hope you guys get to understand this in future and not make any mistakes. So don't guess when to use static. I hope you get a clear understanding, and good luck in everything. Thank you. Be sure to subscribe to my video and look out for more videos like this that are gonna be coming through every single day. Thank you. Goodbye.